You got the raise 6 months ago. Finally. The email came through, the number went up, you told your family, maybe you celebrated, and for exactly 2 weeks you felt like you were winning. Now you're sitting here with more income than you've ever had, and somehow less money than before. The math doesn't make sense. You're earning more, but saving nothing, working harder, but falling further behind, and that voice in your head keeps asking what's wrong with you. Nothing is wrong with you. You're caught in a mechanism so effective that it's been draining workers for centuries. It has a name, it's called the salary trap. And in the next 9 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how it works, who benefits from it, and the 3-tier escape based on exactly where you are right now. This is financial triage. The salary trap works in 3 stages, and each one is designed to feel like progress, while actually tightening the cage. Stage 1 is the bump. You get the raise. Let's say you were making $60,000. Now you're making $70,000. That's an extra $10,000 a year, about $800 more per month after taxes. You should be able to save that entire amount and have almost $10,000 in the bank by next year. But something happens in the first 30 days. Something predictable, something the system counts on. You upgrade, not massively, not irresponsibly, just slightly. The apartment that was fine suddenly feels small, so you move somewhere with an extra room. Rent goes from $1,400 to $1,800. $400 of your raise gone. The car that was reliable suddenly feels embarrassing in the new parking lot, so you trade it in. Payment goes from $300 to $500, another $200 gone. You eat out more because you can, another $150. You upgrade your phone plan, your streaming packages, your gym membership, another $100. $800 raise, $850 in new monthly expenses. You're actually negative now, but you feel richer. This isn't stupidity. This is psychology. Economists call it lifestyle inflation. I call it stage 1 of the salary trap. And it happens to people earning $40,000 and people earning $400,000 because the mechanism scales with income. Stage 2 is the lock. And here's where the trap becomes a cage. All those upgrades you made, the nicer apartment, the better car, the lifestyle that matches your new income, they're not just expenses, they're commitments. You signed a 12-month lease, you signed a 60-month car loan, you subscribed to things that auto-renew. Now you need the higher salary just to maintain what you have. You can't go back without disruption, without breaking leases, without losing deposits, without the social embarrassment of downgrading. This is what I call golden handcuffs. The raise didn't free you, it locked you in tighter. Before the raise, you could have quit your job and survived on less. After the raise, you need every dollar just to service the lifestyle you built around it. The data proves this is nearly universal. 78% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, according to CNBC and PayPal research from 2023. But here's the part that should make you angry. That includes 54% of people earning over $100,000. People who by every historical standard should be wealthy are one missed paycheck from crisis. The problem isn't income, it's the trap. Stage 3 is the repeat. You feel the squeeze. You work harder, you ask for another raise, maybe you get it. And the cycle repeats. New income, new lifestyle, new lock. 10 years pass. You've doubled your salary. You've also doubled your obligations. Your net position is identical. You're still one emergency away from disaster, just with nicer furniture. This is the cruelest part of the salary trap. It doesn't feel like a trap. It feels like progress. You look successful. You have the apartment, the car, the wardrobe. You're doing everything right according to society's definition, but you're no more free than when you started. The system counts on this. Your employer counts on this, because trapped employees don't negotiate, don't leave, don't take risks, don't demand more. Trapped employees are predictable, reliable, controllable. You are a guaranteed revenue stream for your landlord, your car loan provider, your credit card company, and a guaranteed labor unit for your employer. Everyone benefits from your trapped state, except you. So who actually escapes and how? The difference between people who break the salary trap and people who stay stuck forever comes down to one number. Not their income, not their job title, not their education. One number, the gap. The gap is the distance between what comes in and what goes out. Someone earning $50,000 with a $500 monthly gap will build more wealth than someone earning $200,000 with a $200 gap. The salary is irrelevant if the gap is zero. The salary trap is specifically designed to keep your gap as close to zero as possible. Every raise should widen the gap, but instead it widens the lifestyle and the gap stays flat. Breaking the trap means attacking the gap, not the income. Here's how you do it based on where you are right now. If you're bleeding with less than $100 gap, you're in crisis. Whether you admit it or not, one unexpected expense puts you in debt, one paycheck delay destroys you, you have no margin and no options. First move is freeze everything. No new subscriptions, no upgrades, no lifestyle changes for 90 days minimum. This isn't forever. This is triage. Second move is calculate your actual minimum monthly obligations. Not what you're paying, what you legally owe, minimum debt payments, actual rent, required utilities, essential transportation, food. This number is always lower than what you're currently spending. Find the gap between current spending and actual minimums. That gap is hidden margin you need to reclaim. Third move is identify one major expense to eliminate or reduce. The car payment is usually the biggest lever. If you owe more than the car is worth, you're trapped in a depreciating asset. Consider strategic downgrade, even if it hurts ego. Your goal in this tier is not wealth building, it's stopping the bleeding, getting to $200 gap minimum. Creating breathing room. If you're stabilizing with $100 to $500 gap, you're not drowning, but you're not building. One major expense still rocks you. You can handle a $400 emergency, but not a $2,000 one. First move is separate your accounts, bills account and spending account. On payday, move exact bill amount to bills account before you see it as spendable. This prevents the visibility that triggers lifestyle spending. Second move is build buffer of 1 month expenses in your bills account. This takes 3 to 6 months of discipline, but once it exists, you've broken the paycheck to paycheck cycle by definition. You're no longer one delay away from disaster. Third move is lock your current lifestyle for 12 months minimum. Next raise goes entirely to gap, not $1 to lifestyle. This is where most people fail. They get to stable and immediately upgrade. Staying stable means resisting upgrade until gap reaches 15% of income. If you're building with 500 plus gap, you have margin, you have options. Now the question is what you do with the gap. First move is automate the gap. The money should leave your account before you can spend it. Automatic transfer to savings or investment account on payday. You can't spend what you can't see. Second move is emergency fund first. 3 months of minimum expenses in high-yield savings earning 4 to 5%. Not regular savings earning 0.4%. Your emergency fund should beat inflation while it waits. This is approximately $10,000 to $15,000 for most households. Third move is after emergency fund is complete, redirect gap to wealth-building assets, low-cost index funds, retirement accounts with employer match, assets that generate returns without your labor. This is where the wealthy live. They buy things that make money, Everyone else buys things that cost money. Fourth move is when next raise comes, immediately automate the entire increase to gap. Don't see it, don't spend it, don't adjust lifestyle. Your lifestyle is already comfortable, or you wouldn't have 500 plus gap. More lifestyle won't make you happier, but more assets will make you free. The gap is everything. The salary is a distraction. Let me show you the math that makes this real. Person A earns $100,000 per year, spends $98,000. Gap is $2,000 yearly. After 20 years with zero investment return, they have $40,000 saved. Person B earns $50,000 per year, spends $44,000. Gap is $6,000 yearly. After 20 years with 7% average return, they have over $260,000. Person B earned half as much and has 6 times the wealth. The salary was never the point. The gap was everything. The salary trap convinces you that earning more solves the problem. It doesn't. It just raises the stakes, makes the lifestyle more expensive to maintain, makes the lock tighter, makes the fear of losing it all more intense. People earning $500,000 per year have heart attacks about money. People earning $50,000 per year with controlled lifestyle sleep peacefully. It's not about the number, it's about the gap, it's about the freedom, it's about who controls whom. So here's the uncomfortable question. Your last raise, where did it go? Can you account for it? Is it in savings? Is it in investments? Is it widening your gap every single month? Or did it disappear into upgrades you barely remember choosing? If it disappeared, you're in the salary trap. Not because you're bad with money, because the trap is good at its job. It's been perfected over generations. It's built into social expectations, advertising, comparison culture. The entire economy needs you to spend what you earn, so the cycle continues. But now you see it, and seeing it is the first step to escaping it. Your next raise is coming eventually. Maybe in 6 months, maybe in a year. When it comes, you have a choice. You can do what you've always done and upgrade. Feel good for 2 weeks, then lock yourself in tighter, or you can do something different. Automate the entire raise to your gap. Don't touch it. Don't see it. Let your lifestyle stay exactly where it is. 1 year later, you'll have 12 months of raise saved. 2 years later, 24 months. 5 years later, you'll have freedom that no upgrade could ever provide. The salary trap is real. It's effective. It's everywhere. But it's not inescapable. The people who break it aren't smarter or luckier. They just understand that the gap matters more than the salary, and they protect the gap like their freedom depends on it. Because it does. If this hit different than the usual advice, subscribe to Financial Triage. Every week we break down the mechanisms extracting your wealth and the exact moves to flip them in your favor. Next video we're breaking down the lifestyle creep engine, the specific psychology that makes upgrades feel mandatory, and how to rewire your brain to stop the bleed before it starts.